My name is Justin King. I was born and raised in Lancaster County. One brother. Grew up in the church, but faith really wasn't my own. It was the faith of my parents, and just really lived in kind of secret rebellion in a lot of ways up until I hit about 18. Then ended up getting arrested when I was 19, which kind of gave me a little bit of perspective, and that's when I first came to Calvary C4 Ministry when I was 19. Met a girl there, and after things didn't work out, kind of was like, I'm done with this church thing. I'm not good enough. After a couple of years of searching, I got to last year, beginning of January, I hurt my back working construction, and that was just, a real hard time for me. I went from working hard to not being able to work at all. Top of that, then February 1st, my dad passed away after struggling for a few years with some different things. And shortly after that, my mom told me she had breast cancer. After that, I kind of got to the point where I was like, God, you're not there. You don't care. So I just kind of took things in my own hands again, and went back to smoking and ended up dabbling with drugs. And before I knew it, I was addicted to, the harder drugs. Last summer, I had an overdose, and I thought that'd be it. But a couple weeks later, I was right back at it. Every time I was like, God, take me if you want. I don't care. I was talking to a girl at the end of last year, and while I was, in the midst of doing drugs off and on, and I told her about it, and she was all supportive of me not using, and I ended up relapsing in April, and she just told me, I can't be around you. I care about you. I just don't want to see you down this path. And that was when I got to the point. I was struggling with depression off and on for 5 years anyway, but this was when my depression really hit rock bottom. And I remember telling God, I said, God, I'm done. I said, I'm ready to shoot up and die. Just take my life, or I'm ready to do it. A week after that, a friend of mine called, and he was in a bad place, and I know we had used in the past, and I just felt God saying go, and we ended up just talking, and it went from am I going to use to God is great, just praising God, and just prayer and tears, and just that's when I really just for the first time, as much as humanly possible, just understood just the love and the forgiveness and the joy and peace that comes with Christ. After getting saved there, it was like a spiritual honeymoon type thing where everything was great. But honestly, shortly after that, my life just kind of started to get worse in a lot of ways. But as that happened, I just saw God working through that, through other people, and just Him giving me grace and strength, and the Holy Spirit starting to really work to transform my life. One of my favorite verses, though, in general, that's really helped keep me going, is in Isaiah, where it says, even youth grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall, but those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar up on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. I want to be baptized today just as a public proclamation of my faith, and just saying that I do believe Christ died for my sins, and that I am making the decision to follow Him no matter what through the rest of my life.